Slow down, slow down. I reckon it could be a shark. Couple of head shakes though. Got the net?
Yeah, so what we got?
Look at the size.
Do you want? Oh.
I'm on this one. Oh, you hooked me.
I got one. No, I got a fish.
No, you hooked me.
Nah.
I'm on this one. Oh, dude, this is a big fish.
Oh. That's a double hookup, you know, by the way.
Get the net, it's a big fish. I've jagged him. That's why he's coming up with you.
What is he?
That's some Moses perch.
Yeah, he wouldn't be big enough.
On?
Yeah.
Teach you the tricks. That's my favourite spot. Here he comes.
Yeah.
Good one?
Oh. Oh. Yeah, it was good.
Was it?
Oh. That was a solid bite. You got it?
Yep.
Nice.
Not enough to full drag though. Oh, another one.
And a grassy. Go on.
Yep, nice fish. Get him in.
Still going.
Oh, that's got to be a 38. It's got to be mid to high 30s, that fish. Huh? Oh, that's good. That's on. Oh, yes. Oh, get the net. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a snap. Oh, it's a good going. Got it.
No. Got it.
I knew I was going to get a Trevor before the end of the day.
Just got back out from being on the boat yesterday. Caught a heap of nice fish. And me and Winston are going to go fill those up right now, hey? And I think we're going to cook it up with some potato scallops and some batter. I'll show you guys how I do that now. So I've got a brim here to scale it. You just get your scaler and you run it against the scales like that, and they'll take it all off. I'll put you guys on time lapse while I do that. Alright, so to fillet a bream, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to show you guys on one side of the fish. It's the same on the other side. You go in at an angle, so you get all the meat at the top here. Then I'm going to come round and go down the backbone. This is how I do bream. I usually think I reckon I get a lot of the meat off doing it this way, so I would recommend. Once I skim down to the rib cage, I go back in there, and we're gonna cut along the rib cage. Once you've gone through the rib cage, you're just gonna carve the fillet off the fish. And once you've done a good job, you can just take the rest of the fillet off. And as you can see, I missed a little bit down the bottom here, but all the way down to the rib cage. And next, you got the rib cage, which is still in here. You can feel it here. It's before the pin bones, so you're gonna go in behind them and run your knife so it's scraping against it the whole way, and then fillet it off. And that's all waste there, so you couldn't use that anyway. You're then gonna come back along here, and we're going to take out the pin bone. You can feel where they run by running your finger along. You go to where they finish, and you're gonna cut a little V out of the fish, like this. A nice sharp knife helps. And cut it out. And that fillet right there is completely bone free. Well, that's how you fillet a bream. I'll see you guys in the kitchen and we'll go cook this guy up. Okay, so you would have just seen me fillet up a heap of fish, and now I'm going to make some potato scallops and shallow fry some fish. Alright, so I'm going to start with the potatoes first, and I'm just going to peel those. Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is you want to grab your potatoes and you're going to slice them up into about 3mm pieces. I'll show you what I mean. So that's about what you want. Alright, so I've chopped up my potatoes and now I'm gonna start mixing up the batter. This batter is actually gluten-free, so that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna use the same batter as I use for the potatoes for the fish. So I'm gonna start by putting 3 cups of gluten-free self-raising flour. 2 and 3. So next I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt and about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And that is all your dry ingredients, so I'm just going to put that through the sieve. So next what you want to do is add about 2.5 cups of water to this. So we'll start with 2 cups and we'll work our way up. Definitely won't add it all at once, just in case. So pretty much what I'm going to do is mix until we've got fairly thick batter. That's probably just about the consistency you want. And Now I'm just gonna grab the whisk and beat it until I get all the lumps out. That's pretty much done there. Nice and consistent. That's what you want. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm just patting down the potatoes so they're dry. So I'm just gonna add some oil to the pan. Only about that much. That's all I really need for shallow frying. So when this is hot enough, I'll be able to chuck a dab of batter in there and it should just start sizzling. That's when I'll start adding the potato in. So right now I'm just gonna cook these till they're lightly golden. I'm not gonna crisp them up yet. Later on we will shallow fry the second time, and that's when we'll heat it up a bit more and try and brown it. Right now we're just trying to cook the potato. Pretty much that's about the consistency you want. We're gonna put these aside and then we'll refry them at a higher temperature and brown them up. So pretty much I've just finished frying them on a low heat, and now I'm just browning them up with a higher heat. And when I flip them, they're going to look like that. Alright, so just doing the last of the potatoes right now and about to chuck the fish on. They're coming along really good.